Hi, my name is Darby. You can find me on Instagram at DarbyMX5, and this is my 99 Time Attack Miata. So I bought the car about 5 years ago, completely bone stock. I actually learned driving manual on the way home, stalling it at every light. I didn't know anything about it at the time. I just wanted a fun manual car. And then I took it to a track day at Waterford Hills. It was my first time, and it was just a blast. So I was like, I want to do this more. I want to do this as much as I can. So I slowly started building it, and then over the past about 4 years, it's just kind of evolved more and more, and it's turned into what it is now. I've been through a lot with it, and I just wanted to start getting competitive with it. I've always been kind of competitive, and then once I started doing track days, I was like, all right, what's next? So the car makes 350 rear wheel horsepower on a Mustang dyno. It's got 10.5 to 1 Weisco forged pistons, Manley rods, dual valve springs, titanium retainers. It has a Borg-Warner EFR 6758, stock Torsen diff, Zeta coilovers, 6-speed Miata transmission, which is pretty much my limiting factor on power right now. So hopefully working with Miata to get a BMW swap in there. So I put a lot of time in the exterior of the car. I wrapped it myself. I built a lot of the aero, the splitter, all the end plates, the side skirts, the wing end plates. I built those. The wing is a 9 Lives Racing wing. It makes a lot of downforce. I actually had to lower the angle of attack and kind of beef up the splitter. I've probably got thousands of hours. I couldn't even think of a number, but multiple thousands of hours into this car, mostly over the winter. That's when I rebuild it, but I have had to rebuild it in the summer as well. In the summertime, it's usually more reliable because I've built it over the winter, but I've still probably got on the weekends. I work full time, so I probably put around 6 to 10 hours on the weekend over the summer, depending on if there's an event coming up or what I need to fix on the car. Usually this year I've been pretty lucky and I haven't had to work on it basically at all, just normal maintenance, brake pads, rotors, stuff like that. So when it's running good, only a couple hours a weekend tops. But in the wintertime, it's usually all weekend, every weekend, just rebuilding, changing, adding, figuring out what I can make better for next year. So I've had a bit of bad luck with the car. I've had some parts that were brand new that failed and cost me 2 motors. So I'm actually on my 5th motor now, and this one seems to be running great. I haven't had any problems this year. It makes great power, no problems at all. But in the past, I've had just like random stuff go wrong, like just bad luck. Or at speed ring last year, my throttle cable broke mid-corner going through, I think it was entering turn 1, which is a fast sweeper, and my foot goes to the floor, and I have no response. The throttle cable's just, I don't know what happened. So I pull off, and the bracket had actually broke in half. So we welded that back together, which then broke again the next day. And so after that, we welded on a thicker plate, and it's been good since. But it's just a lot of little stuff. But when you push a car 10/10ths, that happens a lot. So I trying to overbuild everything to limit that. But when you race a car as hard as it can go, that's something that you always gotta watch out for. So I'm always thinking of what can I do next, because I've finally reached a point where I'm like running out of things in my head to change. So I'm like, oh no, what am I gonna do next? So I would really like to make a custom like fiberglass wide body for it, extended control arms, like really wide time attack car. I'd like to beef up the aero. I might move up a class to track mod where I have less limited aero restrictions. I really like to get a fastback. I think that changes the look of the car a lot. And then I was already coming up with new wrap ideas just because I can't stop. I can't be happy with one thing. My 2 main sponsors are A-Star Fabrication in Pontiac. He's a full-blown race shop. He builds custom drag cars, chassis fabrication, dyno tuning. He tunes my car. He assembled the bottom end in it right now, and it runs great. It makes really good power, only 19 pounds of boost. He's been a great shop. He's always there, coming to the races, helping me out. Chill Out Systems is new for this year. They make an awesome driver cooling system that you wear under your race suit. It's a under 11-pound quantum cooler unit, and it cools down to 40 degrees. Racing is definitely more of a male-dominated sport. The majority of the people all are supportive. They all want to help you. It's really not a big deal anymore. I try to have it not factor into anything at all. I just want to be like everybody else. I don't want to be treated differently. If I get sponsors, I want to earn them based on my podiums, my times, because I'm a good driver. So I try to earn everything I have. I just want to be like the rest of the guys, and I do hope that if any females see me competing, they can be like, oh hey, I can do this too. It's not just for dudes or anything like that. It's totally welcoming to everybody, whether you're green or blue or male or female or whatever you want to be called. But yeah, it's a really good sport. Everybody's usually really welcoming, and I encourage anybody to get involved with it.